Aretha, she's been doing fabulous, and Dave Andreas. But for you brand new folk, let me do one more thing. It's all right. We'll leave that video up there. For you brand new folk, no, we won't. We'll hide the video panel. Where do I do that? Hide the video panel. There we go. For your brand new folk, Xcelerate fuel tabs. I'm going to go through a really quick sizzle for the new folks to understand what we're talking about here. There's a couple little, don't call these people. There's a couple little testimonies. Hey, if it runs, it needs to accelerate. And that's what it's about, Xcelerate fuel tabs. The only patented, there's something for you, the only patented product out there on the market that's in this business. And I'm just going to go through something really quick. Then we'll have some interviews, and then I might cover your pay plan. So with Xcelerate, you have the opportunity to order tabs. There are 6 tablets in each pack. So in the first pack for 24 tabs, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Would you swap $24 for $60? Would you swap $60 for $180? Or would you swap $160 for $600? What am I talking about? Well, because of our tabs, you're going to go further for less. You're going to keep your engine younger. You're going to take back control at the fuel pump. And what's that mean? To go out and order a 1-pack for $24, you'll save a minimum of $60 on your fuel bill. So would you swap 24 for 60? Your order of 63 packs is $60. Would you swap 60 for 180? That's right, by ordering 3 packs I'm being very conservative here on our savings. You'll save $180 at the fuel pump. And if you order a 10-pack, you're going to be $160 for $600. Just makes sense. Who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't swap 160 for 600? And we have a commercial use, and I'm going to cover that later. About people have asked me about commercial. $1,500 pack, that'll save you $6,000 overall. So let's move on and tell you what we're doing. Go further for less. I'm just going to cover the basics. We're not going to get into science. We're not going to talk about how the product works, molecular structure. That's all for our Tuesdays and Thursday night calls. But you keep your engine younger. We try to keep our bodies younger. Our car is the second most expensive thing we spend our money on for most people, right? Our home, then our car, and we got to keep replacing it. So you might as well keep it younger and save at the fuel tank. Take back control. This is really, really important to take back control. People get angry at what? Let me ask you a simple question. How do you feel when you look up at the price of gas these days? Like most people feel angry. The thing I feel when I look at it where I live, I think, how do people afford it? How are they affording to spend 10 to 25% of their income every single month on fuel, diesel, gasoline to go back and forward to the job that they're trying to get to earn money to then meet the requirements of paying for their home, paying for their fuel, paying for their children, and paying for their food? It's just a never-ending cycle. So that's what we're about. You're actually going to save money. I just showed you. Would you swap 24 for 60, 60 for 180? You see, what we're not a health company. No offense, I got a good health business. But, in a health company, you're asking people to spend money. And people have got to go and share about cellular structure and all that sort of stuff. We're not that. We're not a crypto company where you're asking people to spend money. What happens here is when you purchase, I just said, when I'm asking people to spend, you said, Mel, purchase? Come on, it's like an oxymoron. Well, what happens when you buy a pack, there are 6 pills. Each pill will treat 20 US gallons, or that's about 70 liters for you Canadians, of fuel. And what happens is you're going to save money. We're actually, anyone that participates here as a customer, utilizing it, and or as a business builder, are saving money right up front. The product will put money back in your pocket. Think about that. That's really important. How's it do it? Save on fuel. Get more miles. That's what I talk about. Go further for less. Save on maintenance. The odd thing with our engines is we're burning a fossil fuel. Well, it's not fossil anyway. We all know that story is a big fat lie, right? Fuel, the earth regenerates and keeps on making oil. That's why we haven't run out of it. So it's not fossil fuel. It's not from the dinosaurs, but it is organic, right? It's made from the earth. And when you burn something, you get carbon. And the real oxymoron of fuel is the more fuel you burn, the more carbon you get, the more emissions, but carbon is very detrimental to your engine. And so what happens is that's what makes your engine get older. That's what gives you less efficiency. Our product actually converts that carbon, that residue, back to fuel, and you reburn it. It doesn't wash it out of your engine like a detergent that 99% of the other products out there have. This reburns that fuel for you. So you lower emissions. That means besides looking after the environment, less emissions, better efficiency. So save on fuel and more power, right? And all of us want to be like Tim Allen, right? More power. So we're the original, we're the only patented fuel. I want you to think about that. When you got such a great opportunity, I don't mind competition, I really don't. But if you're going to, you know, like if you want to buy whatever you can afford, you want to get the best, correct? I was going to say if you're going to buy a car, but I've always bought pickups. I'm not a guy into Ferraris or anything like that, but you want the best. So why not have the only patented? Nobody else has got a patent on theirs. Nobody else is EPA registered. They all say they are, but they're EPA registered by using some other company's EPA registration, not in their name. If you look at the end of this clip, I'm going to show you here, you'll see that we're EPA registered as Xcelerate. It's formulated by a PhD chemist and a rocket scientist, actually worked for NASA. What he was to do in the same family for 35 years was to formulate how to burn fuel quicker. And so they took out a patent on what utilized for the average people out there. And they've been marketing commercially for 35 years. Does it work? Does it harm engines? Well, they've treated 4 billion gallons of fuel already. And I've never had a claim. So I got a feeling it works. I got a feeling it doesn't harm your engine. So we're the only one that everyone tries to duplicate. This is really important for you. So one more time, EPA registered in our own name, Xcelerate. Patented technology, the only company that's patented. Why aren't the others? Because it's too expensive and they can't copy what we've got. They can only do 10% active material, where ours is 100% active, the ingredients in our fuel product. Why is that? Because it's very expensive to create. And they go with that 4 cents a tab copy, you know, the Walmart version. Well, this is really important. 80% reduction in emissions, up to 20% savings on fuel, and increase your power. Stay with the best, be with the only original. And here's our EPA registration. Notice what it says right here, Xcelerate fuel tabs and the company ID. So that's really, really, really important. Now, I'm going to have a look here. Let's just see if I can find, where are we? Dave Andreas, I'm sure you're out there. I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go and click on your thing.
Hey, how you doing?
Folks, Dave's up in Alberta, Canada. Medicine Hat, you know, it's right on that kind of corner. Actually, I told him and his missus the other day how that town got their name from way back with a big Indian fight. Dave is a trade show man. And he's not one of these guys that's supposed to be these great big leaders and make millions of dollars. But you know what? He's built one of the biggest teams in this community already. And I'm sure you got something just to help him, Dave, just a little help. What do you got to say?
Well, basically, I put testimonials Facebook page, and I have lots of, so a lot of people testimonials that I gave. Now I have some really powerhouse people that have responded. Aditha being, there was another person that joined us, and is because it was one of either you or Tracy or Dan. I'm not even, I mean, powerhouse. So is Monty. Monty's built a very, I can't see, but there is a lot. But basically, everybody's excited to get their fuel fills and see what's happening.
Really good. Hey, thanks, Dave. I'm going to ask Aditha, because you just mentioned Aditha, to hang on. Let's get Aditha here. Ask her to unmute. You know what Dave was talking about with testimony, you're going, hey, I haven't got my pills yet. This is when you start your testimony, right? let's say you're on a weight loss product, you don't take a picture when you've lost 20 pounds. You do it before and after. So you've all got a car, you've all got Speedos or whatever it is. You know, I got this really old Chinese thing here, but you got some sort of printout. Get out your phone, take a snapshot, right? This is my miles per gallon. This is how far I went on the last tank of gas, whatever you got in your car, and start to do that now before you receive your product. And then once you got your product, you got the before and after. So we got you out there, Editha.
I'm here. Malcolm, there's a lot of people waiting in the room.
Waiting in the room. Ah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you talk. I'll go and figure out how to get them in. They should be able to just come in unless they didn't use the password. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, Malcolm, well, good morning and good evening to everyone. I'm tuning in from Toronto, Canada, and my name is Editha, which is originally from the beautiful island of the Philippines. And I think that's where Malcolm lives right now, which is enjoying the weather every day. And I am so excited about Xcelerate. And I heard about Xcelerate from a good friend of mine, Dave Andras, who lives in Alberta. And so when he sent me a message, he says, Editha, I would love for you to look at this. And when I look at it, I said, oh, wow, it's gas. And I could be saving money in the gas. And I know the gas prices right now is going up. So I did not hesitate to sign up right away that day. And guys, it's very, very exciting because every single person that I talked to, they say yes, yes, and yes. And the team is growing so rapidly that as we speak, we have about 80 people, members already who had signed up, and most of them have already ordered their packages, and they're exciting, waiting for the products. So we're gonna keep going and sharing this opportunity because there's a lot of people right now who's looking into savings in their gas and also looking for an opportunity to make money, because most of the people that I know, they are in cryptocurrency. We were in cryptocurrency for the last 5 years. And guys, it's so hard right now to be in crypto. So most of us are shifting into this company. That's why we are growing so fast every day and everyone is so excited. So where can you find a business that you can start for only $24? $24. So everyone can start this business. And even if you don't have your $24, you can still be in this business and make money up to the 3rd generation. So it's no brainer, guys. So let's keep running. Let's keep showing the opportunity and helping people to save money and make money at the same time. Back to you, Malcolm.
Timothy Hunter is down there in Kansas. He came on board and he went and did what he's supposed to do. And that's call up all the marketers that he knows and share with them how they can help their people save money. I think I've got the right phone for you, Tim. Is that correct?
I'm here.
There he is. I had to pick the right iPhone out of all this group.
There
Tim's a leader that's got such a fine record, made an absolute fortune. And he's kind of like me. He's at the point where he wants to be in a business where people actually get help. So I'm sure you got a pretty good nugget to share with them, Tim.
Well, thank you, Malcolm. You know, I've been in this industry a while. I am a published author. If you go to the networkmarketingmagazine.com, I have a whole series of articles. I don't know how I got so lucky, but know the right people and they can get you the right deals. But I'm in there between Jim Rohn and Bill Britt I have a series of articles on how to maximize all the different comp plans. And I talk about the stair-step breakaway. I talk about the unilevel, the binary. I've got articles on all of these, talk about the matrix. Last time I had a real out of the park run was actually in a matrix. And the beauty of being early in a matrix is, especially if you get a sponsor like Malcolm, okay, you get leadership that's going to help you build your team. Or in a binary, usually your upline, they're building the power leg. Meanwhile, you still don't make a dime unless you go build your pay leg, right? But in a matrix, you have a chance to make some money, even if you're not a superstar. The last matrix I was in, I made $250,000 in 9 months. I put my mom in and my son in. They both made about $70,000 in 9 months. And my mom did not have any clue how that happened, but she sure loved the checks. And that was selling an energy drink. Imagine a product that everyone needs in the whole world, right? And the only patented product, the only original product, right? And then you've got, I think, from a standpoint of get in early, with this matching 50%, one of the, the takeaways on the matrix of, well, it runs out of my pay level quick. Well, keep sponsoring people. Me and Kelton, my good buddy, were talking today. I said, if you sponsor someone, they fall on your 3rd level. On that line, you're getting 11 levels of matrix. If you sponsor someone and they fall on your 6th level, on that line, you're getting 14 levels of pay. All right. So this is a magic matrix. I've never seen one like this. And I've never seen the exact set of circumstances where you've got literally, I don't know when he sleeps, but I know that I'm checking with Malcolm. I know he's 11 hours ahead or behind or something. But I know, he's last online. I look on Facebook 22 minutes ago. I'm like, wait a minute, did he sleep last night? He's still up. This guy is a Terminator working machine. And I don't know about the rest of it, but I look at this. You got a lawyer in Dan Maltese, I hope I said his name right, that's owned several network marketing companies doing all the legal stuff. Then you've got a marketing lady, remind me her name, Malcolm, but that has all this genius branding, marketing funnels, online systems. And then you've got Malcolm's sponsor, who's like Val, who's this, a hardcore network marketer. And Malcolm said, you want to work with the truckers? You want to work with the network marketers? I'm like, look, I don't speak trucker talk. I like truckers. I know they bring me my food, but I'm a network marketer. I've been in network marketing since I was 18 years of age. And I've made millions and millions of dollars in network marketing. And that's who I want to work with. So I'm just privileged. The lining up of the leadership, the timing. I love the fact that you can't buy on the site yet. Do you realize how early we are, people? Do you realize that? Like, oh, I can't buy on the site yet. Wonderful. That's how freaking early you are. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, Xcelerate. I'm all in. This is a monster, people. This is going to suck up all the other gas bill businesses. This is the one that's going to win. Patented, original. I'll leave with this. There's 17,000 Elvis impersonators in Las Vegas. Now, there used to be before COVID. I don't know if they're still there. They all sound a little bit like Elvis. They all look a little bit like Elvis. But you know what? None of them are Elvis.
That's right.
This is the Elvis. Back to you, Malcolm.
That is a very good analogy. Good one. Tim mentioned something about the pay plan. Let's cover this really quick for you. When a person comes into your business, they're going to fill up, I like to call it a 3x8 community. It's the first thing with it, I'm going to tell you, it's full dynamic compression. That means if somebody does not order in that 8 levels below you, then the next person below on the 9th level or further down until it finds an open active order slots up. So you're always paid. There's no dead cells in your business. If the spot was put in by somebody for a free position and there's a fake address and not a proper credit card or not a proper phone number and nothing happens, the system will delete that spot. He put that out. You're not allowed, it's just not allowing dead cells to sit there for forever. However, let's have a little chat. When you introduce someone, there's an initial order. So when a person comes in on either of these packs, let's get to it, on an initial order, you'll get paid. You get paid $10. That's 50% of the CV. On the $24 pack, it's 20 points. That's one that's not quite the same. So they pay 50% out, $10. Now, when someone orders, this is the most common pack because the $60 pack qualifies you to earn in the 3x8 community build and also the 50% matching bonus. So you as the sponsor, you're going to be paid $21. Now that person goes out and helps somebody, you're going to be paid $6. They're paid $21. And then if this person goes out and helps somebody, you're paid $3. The person they helped is $6, and the original person that did it was 21. So we're paid 3 levels. Add this up. This is 50%. So it's a 50% fast start bonus on the 160 pack. And I've seen so many, Dan shared the what's getting done in the purchases. This is very smart. If you're starting a business, you want to go out and order. So you got plenty of tabs, you know, facts tell, but stories sell. And if you're out there and talking to someone, I've got a great story, maybe share later, about a guy talking to his bank over credit card charges that were all wrong. And the person in the back, the account, you know what they're like. They went through everything, and then they said to this couple, well, but what's this $160 charge? What's that for? Oh, that's for my Xcelerate fuel tabs. That one's okay. That's not a fake charge. That one's okay. And she asked what it was. And so he started telling him. And the manager in the desk behind this lady came up and asked him if he could explain it to him and help him. So when a bank manager asks about a product, you know you got a winner. You go out and help. That person helps someone $16. That person helps someone $8. So we got that. And then on the $1,500 pack, there's fast start, initial order. That's the initial order, and it's paid out. Now, all other orders after that initial order are populating the 3x8 build, and it will look like this. And on the 3x8 build, if you have not, you've gone and placed an order, you're eligible for income, $60 order or better. Now, you've not introduced anybody yet, but the matrix is starting to fill up. You're going to get paid on all the orders 3 levels deep, 27,993. That's 39 people. I'm going to use the $3 commission, not the $8, not the $65. I'm just going to use the $3, the most common one. You will be paid $65 when someone orders the big pack. You'll be paid $1 when someone in that 3x8 community orders the 24 pack. You're paid $3 when someone orders the 60 pack, and $8. Now, I want you to think about this, and I'm just going to mute everyone for a sec. When you think about this, it does not matter how that person got there. It doesn't matter if you bought them in, if someone else in your team bought them in, or someone above bought them in that's filling left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the way it goes. You're paid. It does not matter. That's why it's such a community build. So let's go to here. If you have not introduced anybody, think about this. This is such a great program. You still will earn on the first 3 levels. And on that $3, I'm just going to use the $3. That's $112. So besides buying a product and they're going to save money, buy $60 package and save $180 at the fuel tank. So you already got more than your money back. You're also going to get paid $112 on the people in your team. If you go out and help just 2 people, this is the only qualifications. There's no gold, ruby, diamonds. There's no, director managers. There's none of that with this company. Help 2 people, personally sponsor 2 people, and they're active. They'll pay you down to 6 levels. So just on that $3 order, that's a $3,000 odd a month coming in. It doesn't matter if they order 2 or 3 times in the month, you're still credited. And go out and help 4 people, you're paid down to level 7. So now we're pushing 10 grand, and help 1 more person to 5. And now you got yourself a $30,000 a month income. Now I want you to just think about one thing. Some big leaders have said to me, but Mal, 8 levels, I build bigger teams. Yeah, that's great. That is great, because we have a 50% matching bonus. And what Tim just mentioned, whenever anyone you sponsor, as this grows, and it's going to grow like you've never seen before, when you got the best, the only patented, the only EPA registered, and every single person, we're not selling anything, we're solving a problem. And the next speaker is going to mention that to you with Jim. We're solving a problem. That's what we're doing. We're getting people out of a pickle. So as your team grows, and that member might be on the 5th level, they might be on the 15th level, below your community. They might be on the 515th level below your community. Whatever they earn in this, whatever they earn here, you're paid a 50% matching bonus. I want you to just think about that. So our plan pays to infinity, virtually to infinity. You can say that. Now, let me see. Now, you guys all in here he is. I'm got to go in. Wow, we got a lot of people on this call. Okay, Mr. Jim Myers. I clicked just down move. Jim's from Kelowna in Canada, but you know, he's so successful in business, he had to move to Vegas. He's got so many business interests. He had to go down there to keep an eye on them all.
You hear me okay, Malcolm?
Yeah, I hear you okay.
Oh, good. I love that analogy that Tim gave about the Elvis impersonator. I think I'm the closest to Elvis there is, Malcolm, but you know, looking and sounding, but
Elvis was pretty fat when he passed away, they tell me.
That's great. You know, if brothers didn't kid each other like that, they wouldn't be brothers. So
I worked 64 years to get mine. I'm patting it right here.
Yeah, but you were a top amateur boxer too. So I mean, under all that,
I shouldn't have it.
I still wouldn't mess with a guy like you, Malcolm. So fantastic. Yeah, like I said, I'm in Vegas, so I appreciated Tim's analogy, which was spot on. Just fantastic. You know, Malcolm, I tell everybody, you know, here's something that we've never seen in the industry before. First off, you know, when people use the product, at the end of the day, it's the oil companies that are putting out the money because our fuel lasts longer. You know, we get 20%, give or take, you know, better fuel mileage with this tablet, with the substance in the tablet. And the oil companies are paying for that because we're lasting longer. Just the thought of that alone makes me want to grab this product. You know, if oil companies are taking money out of their pocket to pay for this, that's fantastic. And that, you know, at the end of the day, that's truly what's happening. The oil companies are paying. That's so exciting. The other thing, there's two things I tell people. The other one is, you know, it's a product we've never really seen before in the industry, in the sense that at the end of the month, it's putting money back in the budget of, you know, single dads, single moms, families, whoever using it. It's actually putting money back in the budget for those people. Such a bizarre concept in our industry, in our profession. You know, it's always put out $150 a month for pills, potions, lotions, that type of thing, or even websites, right? You remember that. And that's, you know, pretty much 99.9% of the products in this industry is you're taking money out of your pocket and it's going to something. You know, not that a lot of those great products out there are not good for you, but it's still money out the door. This is bringing money back in the home budget. I mean, just super exciting. You know, listening to Editha and listening to Tim and yourself. I mean, you know, people have to get a hold of this. You know, today, you know, me and my wife had to do a couple of Ubers in Vegas, and boy, when they heard about the product, they're like, "What? Are you serious?" You know, it's 20% better gas mileage. It's going to give me more power in my car. It's going to clean out my interior engine. It's going to be less emissions, poisonous gases out the tailpipe. They didn't believe a product like that existed, right? So of course I have my card. I gave them my card. I made my own business card. You know, and the Ubers we took today, they all have it. And they just couldn't believe what's available. They're telling me they're paying $100 a day in fuel. That's what they're putting out for these Ubers. And of course, there's delivery drivers. There's, you know, taking the kids to school and sports events. I mean, you drive some of these highways here in Vegas, and they're bumper to bumper for miles, right? And every one of those people need this fuel tablet, right? And you know, you brought up some great points. Editha did, Tim did. It's just about getting the word out, right? Like you say, we're solving a problem, and that's what it's all about. And the only reason, listen, the only reason people are not using this, because they don't know about it. They haven't been told about it properly. The information hasn't been presented properly. They just don't know about it. You're talking millions and millions and millions of vehicles on the road. Why aren't they using it? Because they haven't been told about it. So, you know, when you look at a company to start with and you start checking off the boxes, I know the tablet's been around a long time, but virtually, you know, the marketing team is starting right now. The market is screaming for this tablet, right? I know parts of Canada are paying $11 and $12 a gallon for gas in parts of Canada. It's just crazy. The market, the people are screaming for this product, right? Anytime I'm anywhere and I bring up the concept of gas, out spews a whole bunch of expletives that I can't do on this call because they're so angry, right? And they want a solution. And so, like I say, the only reason people are not using it is because they haven't heard about it. So, you know, this is definitely the company that checks all the boxes. Starting now, the market needs it. Every one of those things that you look for a company, when you go 1 out of 10, the Xcelerate tablet is a 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, all the way across the board. You won't find another product that right now that hits all of those boxes at 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is it. This is the best one we got. And I'm telling you, if you ever went to work hard at anything, do this. You know, Malcolm and I say, you know, go hard for 90 days, you know, do a 30-day, do a bit of a break, 30-day, bit of a break, 30-day, bit of a break. And you'll be in a position where you could retire after 90 days. I wrote a book. I told Malcolm I wrote a book. It's 90 days to retirement. If you work hard and you have integrity, it will always work 100% of the time. But when you have a company like Xcelerate that checks all the boxes at a 10, oh man, talk about accelerating your business, Malcolm. Wow, it's incredible. So that's all I have to say, folks. Malcolm's, you know, the best leader. He's a number 10 in this industry. It's phenomenal that we have him. He's getting tools out to help everyone. If you can't make it with this, you can't make it. So integrity, hard work, and follow the bouncing ball as far as, you know, what we're all doing, and you'll be at the top. Thanks, Malcolm.
Hey man, welcome, James. See, now I'm being polite. I made fun of you calling you earlier. Look, you know what Jim talked about is just choices. When he said if you can't make it's a choice. And I start my other calls asking you a simple question. You know, you can choose to be angry, right? You can just choose to be angry about fuel prices. You know, you can choose to worry about not having enough money. You can think about, oh, I'm going to yell and scream and change the government. That's not going to happen. You guys understand that, right? That's not going to happen. So you can choose to be angry at the government, or you know what you can do? You can choose to start to take back control. It's a choice. And you take back control by being involved, using the product yourself. You take back control by going out and sharing this with other people. So at the same time, besides saving money, you're going to start putting money in your pocket. Now, when you got a program, you know, and we're not selling some $3,000 magic wand. No offense to anybody. We're not selling a $5,000 drink dispenser, okay? We're actually putting money back in people's pockets. And because this thing's going to explode, because it already is, look what's going on with your teams. All of you guys are out there, they're hitting the pavement, see what's growing. And this is a product everybody wants and everybody needs. All those $1, $3, $8, and $65 are going to start to amount to an extraordinary amount of money. And that extraordinary amount of money is going to give you choices. And those choices are freedom. Freedom to get out there and get paid out of that debt. Because I am telling you, you do not want to be in debt with what's coming down the pipe for us all with government's money banking. You want to be free. You want to be able to have choices where you can start to make choices to go and live where you want to live. Duck and weave like a boxer. Get around this mess that what's going on in the world today. And you also want to make choices because our dollar is devaluing. The fuel prices are not going down. We know that. It's not about the price of fuel. It's because our dollar is worth less. And every day it's getting worth less. So it doesn't matter if fuel is $100 a barrel, $120 a barrel, or $60 a barrel. It's going to cost $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon to fill up your vehicle. And by choice, we don't have much of a choice. Do we have to use our vehicles to drive everywhere? So you've got a chance to go out and change this by making a decision today. I mean, if you put your head down, tail up, and go to work, you're going to win. I talk about, you know, a car race. I'm sure there was Formula One last night, I'm sure, in Azerbaijan. See, I've been working so hard, I forget about my favorite things I like to watch. You've got the #1 car. This business opportunity is the #1 car with the most horsepower, the slickest tires, the most aerodynamic body, the highest octane fuel, the best pit crew. You just heard these people and your guys that are winning here, and as the other men that are on couldn't get on this call. I know they're in church on Sunday night. I respect that. But you know what? You're in pole position, front row of the grid. They're dropping that green flag in this race for your freedom, for you to go out and gain some wealth, and to you for actually to help a lot of other people. The only reason you're not going to win, is you're too afraid to put your foot on the gas. Let me see. I was got one of James to come on the call. He was there and he's gone, but he's not back. I just texted him on his phone. So the only reason you're not going to win is too afraid to put your foot on the gas. So I'm going to unmute the call, and you guys can, how do I do that? Let me see if I can unmute everybody, and you can all say good day and everything to each other. I got to figure this one out.